Hi, welcome back to the channel. So, for those of you that are familiar with my channel, you know that I normally do post stuff, can be random stuff, or most recently, I've been posting stuff about traveling. What I also like to do is every now and again, I like to have a review, have a look into my music, and I do tend to kind of give my humble opinion in certain stuff that it's special to me. And with that said, today we do have one of them crazy videos talking about of music because I've just got this little thing through the post. This is Napalm Death. It's a release of their first four albums in cassette tapes. So yeah, just thought I should share this with you. And again, I will be giving my humble opinion. But I thought I would invite you all to unbox this little thing with me. So without further ado, let's have a look, shall we? Just before we start unboxing this little thing, just a bit of a backstory. So this collection of four cassette tapes, it's put out by Earache Records out of Nottingham. For those who know, well, your metal, and you know that Earache Records, it's a fairly known big record company based in Nottingham, and especially back in the 90s, they still have like awesome bands, but especially back in the 90s, they were like this the mecca for death metal bands. They are they have Napalm Death in their catalog. They have the Morbid Angel, uh, Bull Thrower, those type of bands. So what they are doing most recently, from a couple of years till now, they are putting out like these special editions from bands that they still have or they had in their catalog. Sorry. So they put out these special editions of vinyl records, cassette tapes, and they using this pretty clever business model, and they call it Earache on demand, which is basically they kind of do they kind of propose uh, a limited edition of a certain vinyl record or cassette tapes, and they kind of invite you to basically pay up front for a certain record or a certain edition, and they are hoping they reach a limited a minimum amount of requests or orders, so they can proceed to the actual pressing of the stuff they want to put out. So it's a clever way to they don't want to risk do a pressing of something and then it doesn't sell, and it's sitting on a shelf and it's not going anywhere. So it's a pretty safe way to ensure that they have the orders in, they have the money, and when they reach this minimum of orders and the amount of money, they eventually they put the stuff out. That doesn't necessarily work with me because I'm a bit skeptical in regards of putting my money on the hands of someone for a couple of months and then waiting around. Uh, to be fair, it looks like it's been working for them, for Earache Records, uh, but you are risking of paying for something and having the money tied up to something that it might as well not been released, and then you have to wait around for a couple of months or whatever. I don't know, for you to have your money back. Uh, Especially also considering that if you pay up front, you put your money, and you are waiting for your order to come through the post, I think you're not necessarily entitled to any kind of perks. So you can pay up front and be one of the first ones to put your order through, but it doesn't mean necessarily that you're gonna give any special treatment. Although I would like to think that you're gonna be the first out of the gate. So as soon as the pressing goes ahead, you obviously gonna be one of the first to have your order coming through the post. It wasn't the case with this. I waited around. This has actually been out for quite a few months now. So yeah, I've had the nose around. It's not cheap. It's not cheap, to be fair. I have to give it a bit of a thought, and yeah, let's see if it's worth all my money. Let's have a look. So for a start, if I'm entitled my opinion here, it's not looking that great. So there's nothing special about the box itself. So I don't know. Let's have a look. But yeah, it just looks like a cheap card box with Napalm's Death logo. Yeah, it's just kind of a sticker on it. So unfortunately, it's not a very good start. To be honest, I don't even know. Not even sure if I want to keep the box. Let's go on to the beauties. Here we go. 4 tapes. So you got your first album, Scum, From Enslavement to Obliteration, Harmony, Corruption, and Utopia Banished. So here we go again. Nothing special about the box itself. First tape, second, third, and last but not least, Harmony, Corruption. Here we go. As you can tell, nothing special about the box. It's actually looking like very... I'm not saying it's bad or poor quality, but yeah, it's just some cheap, really cheap box. On to the actual tapes themselves. So starting things a bit like a chronological timeline. First album, 1986, Scum, famously recorded with 2 different lineups. So this must be interesting. So we'll have side A with one lineup, and then side B with a different lineup. Oh, I like this. So again, I love these pictures, but I think they could have done better with the selection of things that they print. Actually, it's good, but I just think they could have done a bit better. The tape itself, it doesn't look like bad quality, to be honest. It doesn't sound like it's cheaply made. As for the cover, this is just my humble opinion. I think that would look a lot better without the logos and the album titles in here. If they could just enlarge, put the full album cover in the actual cover, that would be a lot better in my opinion. Oh, this is very poor. Just a picture, not really much. So it doesn't come with your lyric sheets or anything. So yeah, a bit disappointed, to be honest with you. And as I said to you before, these are not very cheap. I mean, it's not like super pricey or anything, but also it's not cheap considering you are buying 4 tapes in one go. So, album number 2, From Enslavement to Obliteration, 1988. And this one actually, it's a special album to me for one reason. Uh, One, because I like the music, and number two, this was recorded actually here in Worcester, which is a city where I currently live. So this was actually recorded on an old studio that doesn't exist anymore. It's called Bird Song, and apparently there was a lot of bands that used to record here in Worcester. Napalm Death, Extreme Noise Terror, Sore Throat, those type of. I think even Defecation, the project with Mick and Mitch Harris from Napalm Death, was recorded there. But I've done a bit of research. Couldn't find much. I don't know the location of the studio. I don't think it exists anymore. But again, if you know something, please write down in the comments if you have any info, any sort of if you know any history about that studio. Uh, I'm curious. Let me know because yeah, I live in Worcester for like 20 years, and I was aware of this recording studio. Some legendary stuff was recorded here. So yeah, if you have any more info regarding that studio, let us know down in the comments. So here we go. Um, yeah, nothing too special. Actually, this looks nice, but again, for the price you paying, um, they could have done a bit better. It's not bad, but yeah, no lyrics, no much, just some photo, and that's it. Apparently, this is looking a bit better. Let's have a look then. Harmony Corruption, 1990, kicking the 90s in style. Kickstart the 90s with a really good album. I absolutely adore this album. Recorded in America this time, in Tampa, back in the day that Morrison Sound Studios was like where everybody was recording bands like Obituary, Morbid Angel, D-Side, all that stuff. So this is what I mean. This actually looks a lot better. That's the style. It's a lot better than having just a random photo of the band on the cassette. So this actually makes it look really cool. Let me see if this one has anything else. No, again, nothing. It's just single J card, photo of the band back in the day. Again, 1990. Awesome album. Still packs a punch even to this day. Absolutely love it. Although this kickstarted a bit more the death metal, more death metal than grinds for the band. So there was this album also included. This is more into death metal, not too much into grinds. This is from 1992, Utopia Banished. Great album. Unfortunately, Mick Harris at that time left the band. Apparently, he was sick of touring and all that stuff. So he left the band. New album featuring this guy here, Danny Herrera, new drummer. Oh, that looks cool. This side again, random photo of the band. But and again, the cassettes they are they're not the cheapest one, cheap material. But again, just a famous photo. Uh, yeah. There we go. Let's put this to the side and let's do a sound test. So for the sound test, I might use Harmony Corruption because I absolutely love the production of this album. I wouldn't test sound quality from these albums. Unfortunately, it's all about the music. I love the music, but this was not the best produced albums back in the day. So to be honest, I think there is the live stuff that it's out there of these two records. They sound better than the actual records. This is only my opinion, but yeah, for the sound test, I'm gonna use Harmony Corruption. So let's go. Let's have a look. So for this sound test, I'm gonna use my trusty Sony. There we go. Harmony Corruption, right side. Yeah. Let's have a look and play. Now I cannot play too much this because obviously copyright reasons on YouTube. But yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Sounds good. I've just listened to the whole side. You know, I absolutely love Napalm Death. As for the tape itself, the quality, I'm sure. I don't know. It's not like chrome tape or anything, unlike the most recent Metallica tapes and stuff that are like good quality tapes and stuff. But yeah, he plays well. It's not cheaply made, but they could have done a bit better. I don't know. Let's start. My humble opinion would be for the £50. That's about 55 American dollars that you pay for this collection of four tapes. I don't know. They could have done a bit better, or they could have done it a bit cheaper because for what you get, I consider that it's a bit too steep. Or they could have done it a bit more expensive, but include some, stickers or whatever. Just to give you an example, not long ago, there's a box out from Venom, the Newcastle band. They put out a box with a collection of about 8 tapes. It comes with a pendant. It comes with stickers, a booklet with pictures and stuff, and it costs about 80 British pounds. That's about $85, something like that. The same with the German band Destruction. They put out a collection of 8 or 9 tapes, and it comes with stickers, posters, booklets, and whatnot. So they are a bit more expensive, but they also come out with more tapes, and they bring more stuff for the fans. Uh, Considering that, paying £50 for only 4 tapes, it's a bit too steep. But hey, it's only my opinion. I do it for the music because I love the music. I also have these albums in vinyl CDs. So I just thought, you know what, I might as well just grab the tapes and complete my collection. If you are a completist like me, yeah, by all means, if you like it, buy it. But in my opinion, again, you don't get nothing special. You only get like the four tapes, and it's a bit on the pricey side. But if you like it, here you go. Just pull the trigger and go for it. I do have more cassette tapes in my humble collection. I don't know if you are interested in ever have a video done regarding these tapes. If you want to, I'm more than happy to show you. Just pop a pop a comment down in in the video. Let me know if you want to see him or not. If you like this kind of stuff, hey, I talk about random stuff, traveling, but I do also have a bit of an opinion regarding my music. If you want to see more videos like this, just like and subscribe, and I think I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.